know me, my name is Dan Franzese. I am a candidate for Congress right here in District 21. In fact, we just today kicked off my campaign. So some of you may have actually even gotten emails, thank you.
Yay.
Some of you may have gotten emails or text messages from our campaign. I'm going to start off by telling you a little bit about myself. I have a very blue-collar upbringing. My father was a union carpenter with an 8th grade education, and my mother was a homemaker and a Sunday school teacher. I started working as a carpenter when I was 16, and I did that all through college and helped pay for my education by working as a carpenter. I have a working class background. Those are my roots. I have worked with both rich people and poor people. I've worked with people of all walks of life. I have a track record of success in a wide range of endeavors that I think are very applicable to Congress, and I think that makes me well qualified to be your next member of Congress. And I want to be your next member because I want to take part in the important act of helping to save our country. Our country
Amen.
absolutely needs to be saved.
That's right.
The worst people possible to take control of our country. All of us, we favor hard work. They favor handouts. We favor law and order. They favor mob rule. We believe in equality of opportunity. Not them, that's too much work for them. They want equality of outcome, also known as socialism. When it comes to the military, we all want the world's strongest military. That's our priority. Their priority is different. They want our military to be carbon neutral and intersectional. Our country is in great danger for as long as these people are in charge. And the people I'm talking about, of course, are Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, AOC, Nancy Pelosi, and our terrible incumbent Congresswoman, Lois Frankel. We need to get these people out of there, and we need to put the Republicans back in control of our government. Now, speaking myself, I'm a lifelong Republican. I had the blessing of growing up in a very conservative family, so those also are my roots. I've also had a very successful career in finance, and I've been blessed with that as well. In my most recent role, I have helped companies raise billions of dollars in the bond markets, and I personally have helped create thousands of jobs for working Americans. Now, outside of work, I've always given back to the community. I was very active in youth sports for a very long time. For 8 years, I was known as Coach Dan to 8 different Little League teams. We never had a losing record, by the way.
Wow.
For the last 7 years, I have served as treasurer and chief financial officer of my community church. Every 2 weeks, I have to make a payroll. And I also put the church back onto a path to a balanced budget. So let's stop right there for a second. Balanced budget, make a payroll. I think we can count on one hand the number of our members of Congress that have actually done that out in the real world. That's a skill set and a mindset I will bring to Washington that is very badly needed there. So throughout my working career in the business world, one thing I've seen again and again is that if you have a strong economy, you have a strong country. The liberals, they just don't get that. They always want to shoot the golden goose. I just don't get it. I hope someday someone can explain that to me. That's right. Well, they think differently from we do.
Up here and everybody
Absolutely.
else down there.
They always want to shoot the golden goose. But the formula here, it's really simple. We can have a strong economy if we cut taxes, reduce regulation, give companies incentives to create jobs, and give them incentives to bring jobs back into this country. That has worked every single time it's been tried. It worked under Reagan for 8 years. Thank you, Mr. Reagan. It worked under Mr. Trump for 4 years. Thank you, Mr. Trump. And that's why you can sign me on as a supporter of Trump's America First agenda. Why do I support it? Because it worked. No barometer better than something worked. And we need to get going with that again. For that all to work, of course, we also have to be very concerned about our individual liberties. Freedom of speech used to be unquestioned in this country. Not anymore. Censorship and cancel culture have become American culture. We have to put a stop to that. If I get to Congress, I will work hard to take away the power that the media companies and the tech oligarchs have to censor us. We also have to secure our borders. What we have there isn't a crisis, it is a national disaster right now. Our country will not last much longer if we keep letting in hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants and thousands of dangerous criminals. And that reminds me of China. Right now, China is eating our lunch in unfair trade deals. We have to put a stop to that. Also, all the evidence so far suggests that they were responsible for the corona crisis. They must be held accountable. Now, I want to emphasize to everybody, I'm not anti-immigration and I'm not anti-trade. Trade is a good thing, but it needs to be done on a level playing field. That's all we need. When we have that, we do great. We want a level playing field. And with immigration, we need to get back to smart immigration. That's what we had in this country for most of our history, and that's what helped make our country a great country. Open borders, that's not going to make us a great country. No way, no how. I think you'll get a sense now where I'm coming from. I'm a very reliable, lifelong conservative Republican. You know, in addition to all those things I just mentioned, you can rest assured I am pro-life. I'm pro-school choice. I support the Second Amendment. I support a balanced budget. And I support term limits. These are all things that you can count on from me if you send me to Washington. I am looking forward to this campaign. I've always felt when it comes to running for office, you should go big or go home. But I plan to go very big. I am really looking forward to this campaign. So I hope you'll all consider voting for me, and I hope you'll all consider helping us with our campaign. If you want to learn more about me, you can go to our campaign website. I'll hand out cards later with it. But the campaign website is dan4fl.com. That's the word for, F-O-R, so dan4fl.com. So that's it for me. Thanks, everybody, and God bless America.